Oh man, I really like this game. Where's my mouse? Ooh, there we go.
Asagao Academy.
Yeah! That's Space Hamster. Alright guys, welcome back. What's up? Stream. It is the time for the stream. I don't remember what we were doing in the last episode. Well, judging by our saves here, we had just gotten done with a decision, I guess? I don't know, and like I just completely forgot what I was gonna say. Good job. Between streams, I guess, like, I recorded a whole bunch of videos with Kai, so that's pretty cool. But I'll get more into stories later. Something will remind me. That's how it goes, you know. Thanks. I brought your food to you since you apparently weren't on this planet, but... She glanced from me to PBG and smirked. I bet you're feeling better now.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. If you want food, you'd better get a move on. They've almost run out of pizza, and they ordered out this time. What? No! PBG sprinted from the room, and I laughed. That laugh was so pure. Apparently, there's a new version of Mitomo, guys. I'm gonna have to download that afterward. That laugh was so pure, I need it again. That's great. You really are feeling better now, aren't you? Yeah, I guess so. So, we were going to the movies? I mean, he didn't give me a time. What will we see? Ah! Oh god, no! PBG and I bought tickets to see the hot new romantic comedy of the year, Trouble in Paradise. Oh? Why is he IE? Why is there no? We settled into the seats, giant, ridiculously overpriced barrel of popcorn in hand. At first the movie was going well. There was the clumsy female lead, the stubborn alpha male lead. Then the movie took a turn for the creepy. By the time PBG was howling and the female lead lost 2 limbs, it was apparent that we'd fallen for false advertising. Oh my. Why would you advertise a perfectly good shock horror movie as a romantic comedy? That seems like the opposite of what you do. It seems like you'd advertise the romantic comedy as a scary movie to try and get people to come in and see it. That doesn't make much sense. It seems backwards to me. This was a horror movie, not a rom-com. Considering someone was stalking the female lead, it was hitting a little close to home. Ugh, I forgot that someone's stalking Hana. I grabbed PBG's hand and patted it, hoping to calm him down. Are you okay? That's such a cute outfit. Look at this. Look at my child. Such cute. Many wow. I mean, and PBG in the plaid shirt, but I already got excited about that cute outfit, in the festival episode, forever ago. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine now, I guess. At least it wasn't, the color drained from his face. Oh no, it's sharks, isn't it? There are sharks. There are probably sharks. I glanced at the screen. The male lead jumped into the ocean and was swimming towards a boat maybe a mile away. Yep, sharks. Oh no. PBG, what's wrong? He didn't respond. His eyes were glued to the screen. No. PBG, what? I jumped. There was a splash and a shriek. A shark grabbed onto the man's leg and pulled him under the water. I had a really boring day today, though. Not to distract from the, intense horror movie that's going on, but I had a really boring day today. I, recorded audiobook all day today. That's all I've done. So it's really nice to be able to do something other than that. I can actually, do this! And I've been looking forward to it all day. I'm yes, I finally get to stream. I really want to stream more, but I don't know when I can stream, because, there's already so much people, I don't know. I turned back to PBG, who froze, mouth open. I'm not even gonna try to one-up that freaking voice clip there, that's great. He flung himself out of his chair, tears streaming down his face, and sprinted up the aisle and out the theater. There was a small smattering of applause. People were evidently gliding left. Oh my gosh, roasted. I bowed my head in apologies. I fled the theater, avoiding the angry looks of the other patrons. I found PBG leaning against a pillar outside. Where I yawned, I guess. I don't know. I found PBG leaning against a pillar outside, head pressed against the cool stone.
Hey.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry about that. Don't even worry about it. I never knew you were so afraid of sharks. Yeah, I don't get it either. He stood there, breathing deeply, still looking pretty sick. Hey, you want some cotton candy? Cotton candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy it for you. My treat. Okay, I could go for some cotton candy. We headed back to the train station, PBG munching happily on his pink cotton candy. He looked way better now. I wasn't sure why sharks made him so scared or why he looked on the verge of death, but I was happy he was better. You can really scream, can't you? Oh my. Dude. I didn't mean to. You don't think the other people in there were bothered by it, do you? No, it's a scary movie after all. I'm sure they expected it. You probably added to the excitement. PBG finished up his cotton candy, licking his fingers happily. I'm not going to lick my fingers on stream. That would cause a lot of screen caps that are gross. I laughed. You know, I'm glad you were scared enough to run out of the theater. I didn't really like the movie anyway.
What?
No? I wanted something to take my mind off things, but that hit a little close to home. I'm glad you're scared, because I got to focus on you instead. I'm not sure how I helped, but I'm glad I did. That's my life. That's my life right there. That's me. Just, I'm not sure how I helped, but I did. Also, oh my gosh, I wish I could show you guys my background right now. Can I, No, I won't be able to link it in chat, but, who made it? I don't remember. One of you people in the igloo who are lovely made it. It was the picture of PBG from last stream where he's like, he says "m'lady," and then somebody photoshopped a fedora onto it, and they're great. I'm pretty sure it was actually Voltage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Voltage. I don't know. I'm bad at names. I'll credit you after the stream or something. I'll put it in the description of this when it goes up on Saturday, I guess. But it's such a great picture. It's phenomenal. As we headed back up to the dorms, PBG fell silent. It was oddly familiar, and soon I remembered this exact thing happened the night he bought me my game. He stepped in front of Primrose's house. Oh, he stopped in front of Primrose's house. I'm sorry. He didn't step in. Well, I guess he was stepping to a stop, I suppose. Hana, Wait, you don't think that guy's gonna come back tonight, do you? I let out a breath I didn't even know I was holding, feeling disappointed for some reason. I don't know. Please be safe. Please. And text me if anything happens. You still have my number, right? No. Oh, here. Smooth. Just, yes, you can take my number. PBG pulled out his phone. I got an email, guys. Let's see what the email is, actually. Open phone. Thank you. Oh, it's just someone else going live on Twitch. We should probably raid them after this. PBG pulled out his phone. I also pulled out my phone. Give me yours. I listed my number slowly for him, feeling my face heat up. Hana. I'm just gonna... No, I shouldn't put my area code. That's poor form. Yes, this is definitely Hana's number, you guys. Not at all a fake phone number. Yes, worth it. Also, my phone, my phone has the ability to wireless charge, but it also will not wireless charge in the case, so I have to be like 6,000% nervous whenever I'm wireless charging my phone because it's not in the case. I'm just worried I'll like wireless charger it, like, and my alarm will go off, and I'll like half asleep knock it off my desk and like break everything. It'll make me sad. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Everybody cross your fingers. For some reason, I listed my number slowly for him, feeling my face heat up. For some reason my heart was beating really hard now.
Yeah!
Got it! I'll send you a text. My phone vibrated in my pocket. When I pulled it out, I saw an emoji of a cookie and a shark. I got it, thanks. This is too adorable. I'm really glad I picked the PUBG route because this is just... This is so cute, I can't deal. Like, I've established this very much so, but like, even like in playing other routes, this is still like the most adorable route of all of them. It's just like, I want to cuddle the peanut butter. I think that was actually my... Oh, guys, I forgot to change my stream title. I need to fix that. Ooh, that was almost a bad. Let's check. I think like actually changing my stream title sends out like an email notification maybe, I'm not sure. But hey, even if it doesn't, and you've already gotten even if you've already gotten a notification, oh well, I'm changing the stream title because I forgot. It's still like I don't have enough internet for this from the Splatoon. Title of this broadcast. No, we're not playing Splatoon anymore. We're playing Asagao Academy. Normal Boots Club. The subtitle Normal Boots Club just makes me feel like they're eventually going to do a game where it's like not the Normal Boots Club, but it's still set in Asagao Academy. That would be phenomenal. I would love to see like I think people have like talked about pretty much every YouTube network ever having like a group, but it'd be really interesting to see. Like, I saw a fan theory the other day that John's theater group was the Game Grumps, and I need that in my life. That's something I need to see immediately. Like, someone draw fan art, maybe? I don't know. Like, that doesn't really count as fan art because it wasn't my idea, but that's a great idea. Like, having the Grumps be like a theater drama group. And then, like, John splits off to do, like, his own little solo, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a speech and debate team. Like, he splits off from the theater group to do, like an improv kind of thing. Like, speech and debate where it's, like, just you, and you're there, and you do, like, kind of, I guess, like, for lack of a better word, bit comedy. Like, it's not the right term, but I can't think of the right word. But then, like, John splits off from the theater community and does his own little thing, and then the rest of the theater community is still the Game Grumps. Like, that... Like, and their jackets would be, like, orange and, like... But they couldn't have, like, the Grump faces on patches, because then everybody's patch would be different. Maybe they just have, like, the little GG, like, you know, the little, like, stylized Game Grumps G looking thing. Kind of like we, like, I think Voltage brought this up. We were, like, right after the stream, when the Asagao Sin Club showed up, we were talking about, oh man, we gotta, like, have a jacket design, we gotta have a patch. So we decided that, it's an igloo with, shiny Umbreon ring color around it, and that's neat. And I honestly, like, I kind of want to, like, just sketch that myself. Like, I'm not very good at drawing. I'm not an artistically inclined person, but I kind of want to just, like, sketch that myself and use that as my icon, you know? Like, as much as I want Kai to draw me an icon because her art is neato and I need it in my life, I also, like, she's told me that she needs, like, a photo or something, like, to reference off of, and I'm like, you're asking me to frame a photo that's very important, you know? So I don't know, like, and I'm just not artistically inclined enough. Like, Plus, it would have to be really like a neat little stylized igloo kind of thing, and I don't know. It's concept. It's I burped. It's all concept at this point. It'll be better if you text me, because I'll just be worried all night anyway. Okay, well. It won't inconvenience me at all. Got it? Oh, my dad just texted me that supper is ready. Just started stream. I'm gonna text him back. That I just started stream. I just started the stream. It won't inconvenience me at all. Got it? Okay, I'll text you. Great, now get inside, it's cold. He ushered me up the front steps and held the door open for me. I curtsied to him. Thanks again, my dear knight. Oh, anything for you, milady. I giggled as he left the door close. When I got to the staircase, I turned. PBG waved at me through the glass, and I waved back. When I spent time with PBG, I felt relaxed. I wasn't worried about what was going to happen, or how I might mess up, or what someone would think. I just wanted to talk to him, to be around him, to spend time with him. It must be love. It must be love, it must be love. I fall like a sparrow and fly like a dove. Sorry, that's a country song, for those of you uninformed. It was fun with him. And now that he was gone, I missed him. Sighing, I headed off to bed. The tournament was coming up soon. I needed my rest. Someone's knocking at the door. It's the letter guy. I shot awake with a jolt. Wait. Hadn't this happened before? I know. I think it's the... Laughter filled the hall, and the running footsteps sounded again, fading away into the distance. Chills ran down my spine. The bed wiggled and squeaked, and I padded softly over to the door. Yup, another note. Mai read the note and then handed it to me without saying anything. Oh no, this is not a good thing. My dearest Hana, you have refused my love repeatedly, and I have borne this rejection gracefully. But now it has become too much. I've seen you hanging around with those other men, those normal boots men. I cannot abide it any longer. Please stop hanging around them. You never know, something terrible might happen. Yours ever, the admirer. That, he just threatened them. That's not a good thing. That's the opposite of what you want to do. Pro tip. Don't do this. My heart stopped. Something terrible? What did it mean by that? This was a threat. This was definitely a threat. Text me if anything happens. I grabbed my phone and frantically pulled up PBG's number. They came again. They left the threat this time. Seconds later, my phone vibrated. I'm coming. What? He was coming here? No, you don't need to come. Don't. I sat and stared at my phone, waiting for a response, but nothing came. I glanced at Mai, who was climbing up into her bed again. I think PBG is coming here. Yes? Hello? He was here already? I opened the door. PBG stood there, disheveled and panting. Guys! Are you okay? You're not hurt, right? I didn't see anyone out here. No, I'm fine. PBG pulled me against him. He was hot and slightly damp, clearly having sprinted over from Bluebell House. You guys! This music is so fitting. I know I've talked about the music in this game being amazing, but this is so accurate to how I feel right now. Okay, let's say Asagao is the size of where I go to university, right? It takes me 15 minutes to walk across campus. So that'd be a solid 5 minutes of dead sprint. I can't sprint for more than 100 meters. But PBG's also in really good shape, but still, he ran all the way across campus. That's so neat! Oh! Thank goodness. The person came and left this note. They hit our door again, but this time they laughed. Like they were having fun. I pulled away from PBG and ran to get the note. As he read it, he frowned. I really don't like this. He handed it back to me and nodded as if he decided something. Hana, I'll be there for you no matter what. You don't need to be afraid of this guy. I'm gonna protect you. So feel free to decide how you want to deal with this situation. I know it's difficult for you. I'll support you no matter what. PBG, thanks. I don't know what I want to do yet. Can I have some more time to think? Of course, anything. Thank you for coming all the way over here. I feel much better now. I'm sorry I woke you up. It's fine, I wasn't sleeping well anyway, so the jog probably did me some good. I nodded. PBG stood there, smiling. Well, you can go back now. Oh, right, can't really stick around in the girls' dorm, can I? He smiled, but his tone still seemed worried. Don't worry, I'll be okay. Okay. Be sure to lock the door after I leave, alright? Okay. Text me again if there are any problems. I will. Then draw your curtain shut. You don't want people trying to look in from outside. We're on the 3rd floor. Don't worry about it. Go to sleep. Okay, I'm leaving. I get the sense that he's not leaving. I wouldn't leave in this situation. Like, if I was in the same spot as PBG, I would not leave. I'd, like, hang out outside the girls' dorm for several hours at the very least, because somebody is just messing with my girl, you know? I gave him a quick hug. Thanks, PBG. Yeah, no problem. I shut and locked the door behind him as promised, then crawled into bed, the music stopping abruptly and making me slightly worried. As I pulled Mr. Bunny to my chest, Mai snickered from her bunk. You got something to say? No, I'm not saying anything. She snickered again. The bed shifted as she turned over and settled down to sleep. I was glad PPG came. I felt much safer knowing he was looking out for me. I shifted groggily awake the next morning. Groggily awake. There's the yawn. It's fitting. Good job. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Best Foley, best Foley. I shifted groggily awake the next morning, well before my alarm was supposed to go off. So early, in fact, it was still dark out. I stretched my neck, which stiffened in the night, and came back to the question that was sitting in the back of my mind the entire time I was trying to sleep. What should I do now? PBG said he had my back, and I knew Mai did too. With those two supporting me, I finally felt like I could handle things. But should I tell a teacher? Handle it myself? I didn't even know who was doing this. Something wasn't adding up. My thoughts ran back to last night, PBG pulling me against him. Thank goodness. Goodness. Why was I thinking about that now? I had better things to do. You're a true main character, Hana. Oh boy, this is great. You're dense as a brick. Oh, sometimes I just want to strangle you. And why... Wait. I flicked on the light and quietly pulled open my drawer, digging through until I found all the secret admirer notes I had. I laid them out on the floor in front of me, glancing from one to the next. That's it! That's what was wrong with them the whole time. That's what was making them awkward. That's why I didn't like them. They weren't written like the person loved me at all. Not even the crazy, obsessive watch while you sleep because I'm a vampire kind of love. They were written like someone was trying to replicate what love looked like. So, a robot. Not to mention that they were hinting at staying away from the normal Boots Club? Maybe I wasn't so afraid of the secret admirer after all. A loud thud slammed into the door, and I was on my feet in a flash. I pulled it open, hoping to catch a glimpse of the secret admirer in the act, but as I stepped into the hallway, my foot landed on something soft? Something soft, squishy, and warm? I looked down. I slammed a hand against my own mouth and lifted my foot back into the air.
What?
PPG? He was snoring quietly on the floor, sprawled out against the entrance to my room. I knelt down beside him, prodding him frantically. PPG? PPG, get up! You have to go before someone sees you! Had he been here all night, standing watch at my door? You need to go, you'll get caught! He didn't say anything. He barely seemed to even register that I was there. I waved a hand in front of his face, and his eyes didn't track it. Fake eyes again. Still sleeping? PPG grabbed my wrist and pulled me to the ground next to him, snuggling up to me like I was a body pillow. Oh my. Lewd. PPG? He sighed in response, then threw one of his long legs over my lower body. I was pinned up against him, centimeters away from his face. His sleeping face. What a cute face. I smiled. In sleep, he looked so tender, so open. It made me want to kiss him. Kiss him! Kiss him! Wait. Do it! Believe in you! Wait. It made me want to what? Hang on, I'm changing the stream title. I know I've already changed the stream title once, but it needs to change again. It needs to be, like, considering what is going on right now. It needs to change. Hang on, I'll, like... Come on, I know you can do it. You can load, I believe in you. Just do it. Load, please, blocks, load, please. Okay, stream title changed. It's now Cuddling the Peanut Butter, excited emoticon. PPG, wake up! With that cry, I threw my arm back and... Oh my gosh! I threw my arm back and punched him hard in the stomach. Ugh! He clutched his stomach and rolled off of me. I stood and adjusted my PJs as if nothing had happened. Hana, what was that for? I'm sorry, but you need to go. What? Why? Because you just do, that's why. I stood there with my arms crossed, face aflame. After looking at me for a bit, PPG seemed to realize where he was. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, oops. Sorry, Hana, you weren't supposed to know I was here. Were you here all night? Well, wasn't all night. I sighed. You didn't need to do that, you know. I wouldn't have been able to sleep if I didn't know whether you were safe. You didn't sleep anyway. Exactly. I smacked my face. Just go. Okay. He started off down the hallway, but halfway down he paused and turned around. Hana, this might sound weird, but I had a dream that we were cuddling on the floor here. That was just a dream, right? Yes. Oh God, no. Hana, I'm sorry. I just forget that it happened. Bye. I stepped back into my room. It was finally light out, but I was already tired enough to go back to sleep. No, I can't. I smacked my face with my hands, waking myself up. I have an admirer to catch. There was a rustle from Mai's bunk, followed by a thick yawn. You go, girl. She raised a fist feebly into the air and then let it drop and turned over again. In seconds, she was back asleep. Mai is the most relatable character. As soon as the bell rang, I was on my feet and over to PPG's desk. Hana! Look, wasn't I want to catch him. would never make you uncover. Wait. What?
I want to catch whoever's been writing the notes. I'm sick and tired of hiding, but I'm also really scared. I don't think I can do it alone. Would you be willing to help me?
His chest swelled and he jabbed a thumb at himself.
Yeah!
Of course, leave it to me. Kai just sent us a photo. Let's see if it's one I can show on stream. She's not gonna be happy if I show this on stream. I'm showing this. I'm showing this on stream. Unless she like vibrates into the floor and is like, no! I'm showing it on stream. This is gonna happen. Yes! I forgot about mentioning that! I'm showing this on stream. She's not like vibrating into the floor about this. Do you see? She like hadn't eaten meat for a couple days and she was worried about not getting enough protein. So she sent me this because I was like, oh, you can get protein from cheese. So she's like, I ate all of the cheese. I completely forgot to mention that. Okay, so this is probably gonna like zero in where we both are very hardcore, but like we're well, her family is planning on going to Adventureland. That's what's gonna zero in where I am right now. That's not exactly the best thing, but we're both going to Adventureland because she invited me and I was like, yes, Adventureland. I love Adventureland, like I've been there a lot. And it's such a great little theme park. Like you know, like the only other theme parks that like I can think of that like are around here kind of is Six Flags, and that's a chain, so it doesn't count. Like this is just like a independent theme park and it's awesome. And Kai has never been on a roller coaster ever, so I get to like ride her first roller coaster with her. So that's sick. We're going on the Dragon first. That's the hardest one. Like, I'm going to tell her that it's just the medium one. It's the hardest one. Shh, don't tell her. It's a secret. Anyway. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And that'll probably come up like next week's stream because it's happening Tuesday, I think? Yeah, Tuesday the 5th. Anyway. Guys, fan meetup. If you guys are anywhere near me, come to Adventureland Tuesday the 5th of July. Fan meetup. I'll sign things.
PBG, thank you.
You should know by now. If you ever need my help with anything, I'll come running. I'll definitely protect you with everything I've got.
PBG, I...
But, how are we gonna do this? I wiped my eyes and grinned.
I have a plan.
Hana, you look kind of scary right now.
Don't worry. You'll be safe.
Oh, no. That's ominous.
But let's go somewhere else to discuss it. The walls might have ears, you know.
I've never seen a wall with ears. Fan art. Somebody draw a wall with ears. I'm asking for so much fan art in this stream. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Oh, I didn't want to open Chrome. I wanted to see if I have any more messages from Kai. Dude, real talk though, Kai has lost so much weight. Like, when I went to college, like, she decided that she wanted to lose weight, and she's lost so much weight. Like, I know that sounds bad of me to say, but like, a lot of weight. It's genuinely noticeable. I think it's even noticeable on camera. Like, you can tell between, like, what did we record first together? And then I was like, I need more of this in my life. I think it was a GameCube game, wasn't it? Gosh, now I can't remember. Good job, brain. Like, between, like, the first videos we recorded together and Mario Party, you can tell, like, in her face especially, like, she's lost a ton of weight. It's kind of funny, because, like, she lost weight while I was in college, and I put on weight. I'm still trying to get that off.
Forget it. Just come with me.
but for real, guys, like, go congratulate Kai about that. I'm gonna, like, type her Twitter name in the chat, because, like, I've mentioned it in, like, a Tumblr post, I think. But, like, that's, hey, can I send that, please? Yeah, that's her Twitter, and go congratulate her on losing, like, a whole bunch of weight. Like, congratulate her on, like, working toward her goals, because it's neat. It's awesome that she can, you know. I crouched by the door of my room, listening intently for any movement. PPG was ready and in position. The only thing that remained was the admirer. Would he come? Or did he know something was up? I listened to the clock ticking away. Periodically, I checked the time on my phone. 11:36, 11:55, 12:23. There! Stop! I flung open the door. A tall silhouette stood there, and when he saw my face, he yelled and started to run. Too late. PPG came flying around the corner, dashing through the open bathroom door. He lunged at the man in front of me, and they both crashed to the ground. Get off me! Get off!
No.
Stop moving. Stop. PPG pinned the guy to the ground. Finally, we saw who it was. What? Luke! What? 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 Why would you be doing this to Hana? Why are you trying to hurt her? He's not. I gently pulled PPG's jacket and he moved off Luke. Luke rolled his shoulders, mumbling angry at himself, sorry. Sorry, Kai said something and I needed to reply. I had a witty banter. She was on about, like, how I think it was her skinny jeans are cute, and I'm like, no, you're cute. Spoop. Why are spoop? Why are you spoopled? Luke was trying to keep me too distracted to compete in the tournament, weren't you? Oh! That makes a lot more sense than Luke, like, pining after Hana. Yeah, I was. How'd you figure that out? But why? The notes. I thought they'd be a pleasant way of distracting you. Everybody likes to have people crushing on them. But it did kind of backfire a bit at the end. Then I was in too deep to go back, so I'm sorry. In too deep? Yeah. Then, to my surprise, Luke started blushing. See, I never meant anything by it, but over time I ended up falling for you, Hana.
What?
Well, you can just fall right out the window, Mr. Man. Because you, like, threatened your normal Boots buddies because your elaborate ruse was too elaborate. No. What?
What?
Yes. What? Crazy, right? So I made up my mind. Luke got to his feet, brushing off his clothes. He held out a hand for PPG, who took it and pulled him up as well.
Oh yeah.
If I beat you in the tournament, PPG, I'm gonna confess to Hana. PPG froze, Luke's hand still in his. I looked from one to the other, unsure of what to do. It's up to you how the rest of this plays out. May the best man win, huh? Luke winked and then let go of PPG's hand. It stayed there, hovering in the air, like PPG was frozen in ice. I better get a good night's sleep if I want to win. No way I can lose now.
Catch you later.
See you tomorrow. Take my star. Yes, that's my exact reaction to the same thing as PPG. PPG, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't see that coming at all. Me neither. To my horror, a blush spread across my cheeks. Do you like him?
What?
Like him? I barely know him. I said this, but PPG looked unconvinced. I pressed my cheeks, trying to remove the flush from my face, but to no avail. Well, I'm not gonna lose to him, got it? Yeah, I got it. So even if you want him to win, he's not gonna. Right, yeah. I'm gonna win. Me. PPG punched the air. I'm gonna win! Yeah! I joined him. Together we stood there, fists in the air, staring at the ceiling. And they're just gonna be quiet for a bit here, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, what's up?
So, we found the guy? Yeah, it was Luke. He said, Hana, you should get some rest. I gotta get out of here before somebody finds me.
Okay.
I didn't want him to leave. I felt like there was a misunderstanding, like he'd gotten the wrong idea. I desperately wanted to clarify it, but why? It wasn't actually that important. Not as important as getting sleep the night before the tournament. The night before the tournament? Dude! We're gonna finish this route today!
Okay, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Night. Mai watched him go, a weird look on her face. That doesn't tell me why you are spoobled, you just yee. That's not elucidating. No, not elucidation, elucidating. Let me speak, keyboard. Only me. I can go from elucidating to spooples in the same sentence. Goodness gracious. Mai watched him go, a weird look on her face.
Is he okay?
I guess so. So, Luke wants to confess to you, Wait, you heard? Of course I heard. We're in the middle of the hallway and you guys were shouting. Mai pointed a finger down the hall. Heads were poking out of doors, eyes bleary. Hey, you guys mind shutting the hell up? Kakasu wishes to be invited to this wild party.
Sorry. I guess it's good everything got sorted out, though. Now you can get some sleep and kick ass tomorrow. Yeah.
Mai smiled at me and flipped off the light. We crawled into our respective beds and I shut my eyes, trying to sleep. But if everything was solved, why did I feel just as uneasy as before? I should really get some sleep. I'm still processing that it was Luke this entire time, and he actually fell for Hana. That explains that ship existing. I was like, we don't interact with Luke in this entire game so far, other than the hidden block route, and then she's only angry at him. But this explains much. This explains many things. I woke up the next day, butterflies flying through my stomach. The tournament, how would things go? I had months of time to prepare, but in the end I didn't spend much time practicing, especially not compared to Ian. Hang on, I want to see what our tournament points look like. We have 25 tournament points, okay. Is that enough to win? Are we gonna have to, like, go back and, like, skip to win the tournament? Would I really be able to beat him? I had if I wanted to join the Normal Boots Club anyway. With these thoughts in my mind, I changed into my Asagao uniform and crept out of the room. It was early on a Saturday morning, and after our late night, I wanted to let Mai sleep. I stepped out into the fresh spring air, taking a deep breath. My event was one of the first to go. I had to be there earlier than most. Plus, it took a little time to get to Higanbana. I set my shoulders and started across the campus. Oh, this is sick music. Rock on, my dude. This is great. I really want to buy, like, the the soundtrack to this game, but I also do not have the funds for that. I might after the 11th, because I actually start a job at John Deere. Speaking of. Like, I've mentioned that a couple times before, but, like, I start the 11th. Hopefully it won't, like, interrupt my streaming schedule or videos or anything, but if it, you know, like, majorly affects my, you know, video production, I have 4 episodes of the 1,000-Year Door that I recorded with Kai, just saved in case I don't have enough time for a video. I also, oh dang, diggity dang, I forgot I have a second Mario Party video. Oh geez, sorry, I just spoiled next week's Thursday video. I have a second Mario Party video, and both of them didn't come out very well. I didn't do the audio settings correctly, so that's an issue. But anyway, like, I have, you know, that one other Mario Party video that wasn't particularly good, and I have those 4,000-year doors just in the pipeline waiting in case I don't, you know, get enough time to sit down and record. So, you know, I got a little bit of safety net there. I really should record more, you know, before the job starts. Anyway, back to the game. We're gonna finish this route today, guys. The arcade at which the tournament was being held was much smaller than I expected. I felt like I'd find some kind of convention, but instead it was just a small local arcade filled with arcade machines. Smaller rooms split off, which were probably where the individual competitions would take place throughout the day. There's an arcade in the town that St. Ambrose is in, and it's like an arcade bar, so you have to be 21 to get in. And I really want to go there for my 21st birthday. Like, I've decided that I'm going to be a teetotaler, I think is how you say it. Like, I'm not going to drink at all. And I'm going to get a lot of crud for it, but I'm just going to deal with it, you know, square my shoulders and deal with it. And, like, I do want to go to that arcade bar for my 21st birthday, but also, like, the issue is, like, Kai will not be old enough, because she's, like, a year younger than me. So, maybe for my 22nd, though, that'd be cool. I don't know. I still just want to go, because I love arcades, and, like, next time I'm in Chicago, I'm going to Galloping Ghost. It's been said in my mind. Anyway, a few people milled about the space, generally burping, generally older folk in their 20s and 30s. I glanced at the agenda in my hand and made my way to one of the back rooms. When I entered the competition room, I found 2 chairs on an elevated platform, a computer and a projector sitting between them and hooked up to 2 separate controllers. Ian sat in one of the chairs, looking bored out of his mind.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ian.
Hey.
It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get worried that you died.
Aw, it's sweet of you to be concerned.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love that Ian is in Comic Sans. It's so nice. I got into the chair next to him, and a man came over to me to check my name and club affiliation. He said I was a member of the Normal Boots Club, a small surge of pride making me sit up as I said it. Haha! Normal Boots Club. There were chairs lined up for people to watch us compete, and to my surprise, the entire room filled. I searched the crowd to find the Normal Boots Club. There they were! Everyone but PBG. Where was he? As I stared worriedly into the crowd, a blur of movement caught my eye. Luke was sitting on in a chair on the edge with the rest of the Hidden Block Club, waving frantically at me. Dude, you can't let him into your head like that. You're gonna get so rattled. It's not gonna go well. When he saw me looking, he gave me a big thumbs up. Ian rolled his eyes.
Really?
Would it kill you to root for your own teammate? I giggled. Finally, the lights around us dimmed and the projector started up, showing the main menu of Dumbadoom's Revenge on screen. Rattled. It was time to start. As the MC began his introduction and explained the rules of the game, Ian turned to me, a smirk on his face. Sure you're ready for this?
Yeah.
You bet I am.
Ready to go?
The man turned to us. Ian and I nodded.
Then, 3, 2, 1, start! I love this music. I love all the music in this game. It's so good. The game began. I immediately clicked to fill my screen with 2 more lines of blocks. Ian began working with what he had. I scanned the blocks for the pink hearts, eliminating them one by one, making combos where I could. I still wasn't advanced enough to plan tons of combos ahead of time, but I could make it much more likely for combos to happen through probability. The pinks were all but gone. Green leaves were next. Dumbadoon flipped at the top of the screen. Ian must be comboing, which meant I had a few seconds before those blocks would fall. I set up a combo on top of the screen and started eliminating the orange blocks below it. Then it happened. A 6 combo jumped at me from on the screen. My eyes crossed as I stared at it in shock. I just had to move the top block over one space. Do it, do it, do it. Then as quickly as I saw it, it vanished. The blocks looked normal again. You're dead. As Ian's blocks fell upon my humble kingdom, I slid the combo into place. 2, 3, 4 combo, 5 combo, 6 combo, 7 combo, 8 combo.
Ian's attack converted into blocks and hovered over mine. I set up several more combos and waited for them to fall.
10 combo, legendary!
Dumbadoon started farting out rainbows over Ian's zone, and then
Blocks. So many blocks. They didn't come in a chunk, they came in a torrential downpour. All over Ian's side, sliding from left to right and back again. Ian blinked, his hands and eyes moving frantically over the screen. I wasn't sure he'd ever seen something like that before. I hadn't, anyway. I continued to combo while this was happening, but at this point there was no need. Ian's screen filled up. He kept trying to make combos until the very end, but... Game over. Dude! GG! That was it. I won. I stared dumbfounded into the screen in front of me. Ian's mouth hung open. The room was silent. Then...
Whoa!
Paul from the back of the room. Yeah!
Aw, yeah.
Gerard, I knew you could do it! I glanced up to see the room applauding. All of it, even the Hidden Block Club. The announcer was gaping at the screen. I've never seen a score that high. Certainly I was red as tomato. I stood up to climb the platform. Not so fast. Ian stepped in front of me, grim as always. I braced myself for his infamous sarcasm. But to my surprise, he laughed.
Hana.
That was a hell of a game, Hana. That's exactly what I wanted from you. He held a hand in the air and I looked at it in confusion. Is he going for the high five here? Don't leave me hanging here. Oh! I high-fived him, and he clasped my hand in his. Thanks, Hana. That was fun. I aspire to be that good of a sport at, like, any competition. Like, I don't know, there's not really anywhere for me around here to, like, do video game competitions beyond, like, there's this one place in the mall that occasionally hosts, like it's designed to host, like, parties, like video game parties, basically. It's basically just like a LAN party room, and like I've crashed a couple of them parties, but like I'm not high tier, you know. Like I used to be high tier in Splatoon, and then college happened and I didn't play for 9 months. So then he disappeared into the pressing crowd. I wiggled my way through all the people, eager to find PBG. I looked for his head above the rest of the crowd, but I couldn't see him anywhere. Hana, there you are. Luke grabbed my shoulder and turned me around to face him. I jumped about a foot back, arms held up defensively. What are you doing, weirdo? Have you seen PBG? Our match is in an hour and he still hasn't shown up. What? I glanced at my phone, dread sinking in my stomach. No way. He couldn't still be asleep because of last night, could he? No! Poor PBG. He's always sleeping in. He's just like Link. That's not good. Thanks, Luke. I've got it covered. I dashed away from the arcade and raced across campus. No matter what, PBG had to win his round. Thankfully, John left his door unlocked, probably assuming PBG would be leaving soon after him. I burst through the door and found PBG right where I expected him. PBG, wake up! I ran to the side of his bed and grabbed him, shaking him frantically. What is it? You idiot! Your event is in 45 minutes. Get up! What? You can't lose to Luke. You hear me? You can't. Ah! PBG sprang out of his bed, already fully dressed. My jaw dropped. I was prepared in case this happened. Come on, let's go. He grabbed my hand and pulled me from the room. Together we ran across the campus. His legs were almost twice the size of mine, so I could barely keep up. He was practically dragging me there. Did I already miss your event? Yeah, you did. Oh, I'm sorry. How did you do?
Yeah.
I won! Somehow I managed to win.
What?
Really? Hana, that's amazing. I know. I'm really proud of myself. You should be. We flew across campus, out through the streets and into the mall. Actually, I was thinking. I really like playing games, like a lot. Like, a whole lot. I didn't ever have any plans for my future passions, really. But I think I want to work with games. I think that's what I want to do. PBG stopped. We both panted. I was doubled over. When I looked up, I realized we were at the arcade.
Hana.
Hana, that's great. I smiled at him. It's thanks to you, isn't it? No, it's thanks to you. Whatever you say. PBG smiled at me, and for a brief second I felt like I was floating on air. This is too cute. This is too cute, I can't deal. I was so happy. He looked at me with steel in his eyes. Hana, I'm not going to lose.
What?
What? He clenched his fist. No matter what, I'm not going to lose to Luke. Not in this match and not in anything else. Do you hear me? Yes, I hear you. There are things at stake that are important to me. So, no matter what, I'm going to give it my best. Will you be there?
Yeah.
Of course I will. That's all I need. Come on, you need to go get signed up. PBG filled out his registration at the front desk and we sprinted to the pinball area. PBG plays pinball? We found Luke already playing at the machine. A woman told us he was on his last leg. No. The ball fell out of his grasp and Luke groaned. A score flashed across the screen. 1,375,200. That's pretty respectable depending on the machine, you know. You have to beat that? Isn't that a lot for pinball? It won't be easy, but I'll try. Honestly, it depends on the machine. Some machines are like a little more free with the points, you know. And like I've only ever played digital pinball. Like I almost never play on a analog machine. So I'm like not used to ball English and all that. So like I'm not particularly the best at pinball, I think. PBG approached the machine, stretching his neck out like a professional athlete. The machine had an alien theme to it, and it was pretty cool. No! It's an alien theme? That's not good. Tiny little gray creatures stood in groups on its base with a UFO the ball could enter, a NASA spaceship, and several other space-themed features. PBG pulled back on the crank and started up the game. I didn't have any sense of how pinball worked as a game. I guess it had something to do with reflexes and angles, something that a person with a knack for math would find fascinating, combined with a good deal of luck. That being said, PBG was good. Really good. I watched and cheered with the crowd as he knocked the ball through various obstacles, his score slowly rising. It was odd, though. There was no place for an alien abduction. You'd think with an alien theme there'd be an abduction. Is that the bad end? Is that the bad end? PBG gets abducted by aliens while playing pinball? PBG blew through 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls. Finally, he reached his last round, but he was still 300,000 points short. You gotta have a heck of a ball then, my dude. He swallowed, hand hovering over the trigger. I watched it roll over and into the machine, my hands over my mouth. But as I watched, he ignored the UFO he'd previously targeted for all his points. Instead, he was shooting the ball at the very top corner of the machine in a blank space. What was he doing? There wasn't any way to get points there. He waited, concentrating hard as the ball came down, hand poised at the ready. It rolled over onto the flipper, and just before it fell into the pit below, PBG pressed the button. No! No! He missed. The ball rolled into the pit below, and his game ended. 250,000 points short. He lost. He approached me after, pale and sweaty. PBG, No, it's fine. It's fine. He looked anything but fine. I glanced at Luke, who was watching PBG from a distance. Even he didn't seem very happy. Hana, do you mind? I'd like to catch my breath. Go catch up with the other guys or something, okay?
Well,
Okay. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, Hana. You didn't do anything. He walked away, shoulders slumped. I left to find and watch the rest of the Normal Boots events. There's nothing I could do. That's so sad! I can't deal! We found the Normal Boots Club in the arcade, watching Paul and Josh go head-to-head in Canal Fighter. Canal Fighter? Gosh darn it. That's a good one. They saw us coming.
All right.
Hana, you did it! Wait, no, this is Jared. Hana, you did it. Jared raced towards me and pulled me into a hug. Everyone else crowded around me, trying to pat me on the head or give me a high five. I knew you had it in ya.
Copacetic.
You set a new high score for this division. Did you realize that?
Really?
Really?
Alright.
That combo rate's pretty difficult to do, so it's rare to see it even happen. The MC was stunned. Did you see his face? He mimicked the guy's face, looking like a portrait of the Scream.
You're the best.
We're really happy for you. It was a few seconds before the others realized PBG was there too. Oh yeah, how'd it go, Peebs? Oh, sad. PBG turned away and John's face fell. Really? You? What happened?
I guess the better man won.
No, dude, you just got rattled.
That's not true.
But he shook his head. He didn't want to talk about it. Well, nothing we can do about it now. Let's play some games, huh? For fun this time, no work. The tournament continued as the rest of us hung around in the main arcade area, playing games and cheering each other on. Members peeled off one at a time for their events. Satch, then John, then Shane. The last people to leave were continuing their three-man tag team. We watched them go, hearts on our throats. Finally, they came back, and it was time to announce who had won the tournament. The Hidden Block Club and Normal Boots Club stood around the MC, who tallied the scores in front of us. Finally, he cleared his throat. The winner of the 2015 South-Southwest tournament is... the Normal Boots Club! Yeah! We did it! We descended onto the stage in a swarm of happiness. The poor MC didn't know what hit him. He was surrounded by a group of cheering, mosh-pitting teenagers. He held up the trophy with one hand. PPG grabbed it, and the MC crawled out from underneath us. We would like to thank all of our friends, family, and fans for their support. We literally couldn't have done this without you. And we have an announcement to make. We've got a new member. Introducing Hana Mizuno. The crowd clapped politely as I walked to the front of the stage, bowing compulsively.
Hi! I'm Hana Mizuno, and I'm glad to be here.
As they cheered, I felt something heavy and soft fall over my shoulders. Oh, it's the jacket! Ah! I grabbed it, then gasped. PPG stood over me, beaming. Welcome to the Normal Boots Club, Hana. Ah! My very own Normal Boots jacket. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. PPG and I stepped into a small recess by ourselves, and I could finally breathe. The two clubs were now celebrating together as if there was never a division between them. To be honest, I felt there hardly was one. The tournament was more for show than anything. It was a whirlwind of stress, and now that it was over, I was exhausted. I was prepared to look at this tournament like a distant memory, a happy, beautiful memory. I have to say, that was unexpectedly fun. Did you think it wouldn't be? It's not that. I was so nervous. I thought there was no way I'd make it through without throwing up. Well, you did, and you did us proud. I blushed. I think it's about time we get out of here, though. I don't like the look on that guy's face. He gestured to one of the people who staffed the tournament, who was waiting with a broom and trash bag, looking ready to slaughter us one by one.
Whoa, okay, right, I'll just...
Hey.
Hana, I was looking for you. I should have known I'd find you with this guy. Luke patted PPG on the shoulder, who frowned at him. Salted peanut butter right here. What's up, man? We were just about to head out. That's perfect timing then. I needed to give you something, Hana. Luke dug around in his pocket and pulled out a small book, which he opened to reveal in a crisp and clean envelope.
Another letter?
If you don't mind, I think this will be the last. Not really knowing what to do, I took it.
Thanks?
He looked at me with something like a pained expression, then suddenly... Luke? He pulled me into a hug, his long arms completely engulfing me. I hugged him back on impulse, feeling his lean muscle through his shirt. PPG is so salty. Don't open it right away, okay? Wait until you're alone. He released me, a slight tint to his face.
Okay, well.
Anyway,
see you around.
thank you for everything, Hana. Without waiting for my reply, he disappeared into the arcade where the others were starting to clean up. Fuji came to stand by my side practically on top of me, looking disgruntled to say the least. Are you sure those letters were fake?
Well, no one could sincerely be that corny in her love letters, right?
But even as I said it, doubts formed in my mind. I glanced at the pristine envelope in my hands, the last of the letters Luke would ever write me. He didn't send them well at all. He even tried to scare me. But if that was the case, why was he giving me this last letter? He said he liked me in the other letters. Of course, it was all a charade, but still, he did say it. Maybe... Fuji screwed up his face, then took a deep breath. Hana, Then he stopped, his eyes wide. So, you're interrupting him with a kiss, right? He shoved his hands in his pockets, eyes trained on a point far behind me. Never mind.
What?
Were you gonna say something?
No, I'm fine. He sighed and then reached out a hand and pet the top of my head.
Hey!
I hope it goes well for you.
PBG, no!
What are you talking about? I'll support you. If he ever makes you sad, let me know. I'll beat him up real good.
No! This is the opposite of what I want. Anyway, get your hands off my head. It's not fair that you can use your height against me like that.
He chuckled and led the way to the door. I didn't know why, but I felt like something ended right there. No! Something big. Something more than just a tournament. This is not... No, this is bad end. Sunlight was fading by the time I got back to my dorm room. I said goodbye to PBG in front of Primrose, and for some reason he stood and watched me walk into the building. It wasn't late enough to be dangerous. Jeez, he was too protective. Something about the look on his face bothered me. It really felt like he was saying goodbye, but... It was probably better to let him be. Besides, I had a letter to read. With trembling hands, I ripped open Luke's last letter. Hana, I know I have a lot to explain, and I hope this does everything justice. See, I knew as soon as PBG saw you walk up to the front of the class that poor boy was hopelessly in love with you. I watched you interact at lunch, and it slowly started to drive me crazy. He loved you, but he wasn't doing anything about it. After nothing happened at the festival, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Initially, I just wanted to be another suitor, hoping that would spark a fire and make him hurry it up. I thought you were getting closer, but that didn't work either. So finally, I felt I had to do something drastic. After all, nothing says romance like overcoming crazy people together, right? It was like a huge big opera or something. At least I hope it was. But since that still didn't work, I had to act like I was in love with you. Should be obvious by now, but I'm not. Not that you're not great or anything, but PG is the one for you. Hopefully this finally gets the poor boy in gear. Wishing you the best, Luke. This had the opposite of the intended effect, I think. I set the letter to the side and laid down on my bed. I'm gonna need to lay down on my bed after this. I have too many feelings. Luke, what an idiot. I'm not content with bad end. I'm gonna do one more stream of this route so I can get good end. I'm not okay with this. No. I'm not dealing with bad end. That's not... I refuse to allow it. We have come this far. And no. I'm not gonna just let that drop. PBG is like... Oh. This needs to happen. Alright. I need to, like, go take a breather and eat and stuff. I'll probably, like, just do another short stream actually after this. Like, maybe. I don't know, like at midnight or something tonight, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, man, but like the big thing about making that a midnight stream is like then the VOD watchers don't get, you know, the people who watch it on Saturday, they don't get to see that because the midnight streams on principle are not stream VODs. They're just like I don't put the stream VODs anywhere because the whole point of Minus Mike Midnights is they're supposed to be very like, you know, fleeting, ephemeral things. Like if you know, it's like just if you happen to be up at this time and you want to hang out with me, go ahead. But like, you know, it's not like I'm doing like this, you know, where I'm playing a game and interacting and, you know, going out of my way to try and be entertaining sometimes, you know, like dialing myself up, so to speak. I don't know, man. We need to get good end. I'm not okay with bad end here. I'm really not okay with bad end here. It's just not a thing that I will put up with at all. I won't allow it. Not at all. Also, these credits take forever. Like, you know, credits are supposed to be like an enjoyable thing. Like, look at all these cool people that did this thing, but like, and they are when like you can skip them or speed them up. Ah, PBG. No, sad. Oh man. Alright guys, I need to like go outside and look at the sun for a little bit, I guess, or something. I don't know. I just need to be done. Too many feelings right now. Next week we'll get good end. Just all in one stream. Super quick, you know. We'll just have Skip Oda on the whole time and we'll get good end. Okay? If you're watching this on Saturday, hello, future people. What's up? Streams are Thursday, 6 p.m. CST, for those of you who are watching this afterward and not catching it live. Also, a point of contention. Is this a good time for you guys? Because, like, you guys, like, the Asagao Sin Club in particular, like, all dropped in on a Saturday. So, like, is Thursday not a good time for you guys? Like, I can change this, you know? I can't keep it to more than, like, one stream a week, I guess, because, like, you know, I have things to do, and, like, I don't want to destroy my home internet all the time. But, anyway, like, comment on the stream VOD if, you know, a better time for you guys, and I'll, like, you know, find a one that meshes a little better. Maybe I'll, like, post a straw poll or something, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and hey, later, man.